Hey there, my name is Patricia Fuqua. Thanks for coming to watch my video. Today I'm going to share with you 3 key questions to ask a date so that you'll know if he's a contender for your Mr. Right. I believe that it takes a married dating coach to help you find your good man sooner rather than later, just as I've been doing since 2008. I'm making these videos so that you will know everything that you need to know about how a man thinks on relationship and commitment so you can find your Mr. Right sooner rather than later. Now imagine dating for Mr. Right. If you only knew the one thing that's a prerequisite for him to be a contender for your good man. It's as close as your curly hair, your chest, or your hips. You can be sure that when a man asks you out, he likes something about the way you look. Now, when he likes that something that only you have, the way you have it, it's as if there's a big arrow pointing to your next step. If you were to ask the man the 3 key questions that I'm going to share with you, you would know if he were a contender for your Mr. Right by the first date, by the end of the first date. Now, a man will be quite honest with you on the first date because he doesn't know you well enough to play you with his answers if he's a player. And if he's a relationship-minded man, he's going to want to find out if you're a relationship-minded woman. So he'll probably be honest. It's important to, in the beginning of the date, to start off with lighthearted questions like sharing your favorite food, where you like to vacation, your favorite color. But before the end of the first date, be sure to get the answers to these 3 questions. It'll save you a lot of time and grief. Let's get started. Before we do though, the answer to number 2 is most important to listen to. So, the first question, ask him a distraction question to find out his level of integrity. It goes something like this. Would you care about a woman's past? Or how much do you care about a woman's past? If he does not answer a lot, be reluctant to believe him. Another version of that question could be, would you care if a woman had sex with your friends? If he shrugs and says he doesn't mind, again, be reluctant to believe him. Because a relationship-minded man doesn't want a woman that he cares about to share with his friends or his strangers or his enemies or any other man for that matter. Now, let's move on to the second question. Ask him a future-oriented question. You can try something like, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? If he has no plan, then there's nothing for you to try to fit yourself into. There's no glue between the 2 of you, because if you have a life plan and he does not, there's nothing to hold you together. So that's a very important question to know if the first point of glue in a relationship is present. If he doesn't have a life plan, know that you're not compatible. The third question to ask. It's an attraction question, and you're listening very carefully to see, to hear, if you fit his idea of an ideal woman. So that question goes like this. Name someone that you find attractive. and you listen to the answer. If there's nothing in common between you and that person, there's really no compatibility. And you can do a follow-up question if he's too general. You can say something like, tell me a little bit about what you find attractive about that person. And continue listening to see if there's a similarity between you and that person. Now, I've taught you 3 key questions to ask a date to see if he's a contender for your Mr. Right. The answers to these questions will help you determine if you want a second date with this man. I would love to hear your thoughts on this video. Please leave your comments below. And remember to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.